Greetings, humans. I'm Andy, and I'm George, and this is Goose, and welcome back to the Windmill Full of Corpses. Right, we just took each other's hand. Yeah, now we gotta do one of those super sophisticated bro handshakes. Oh crap, I always suck at those. Yeah, me too. I know one guy who has like a very simple one. It's like punch up, punch down, and then punch forward. And that's it. But I always never know whether I should start by punching up or punching down. Yeah. So yeah, this is Take My Hand, which may or may not refer to a very sophisticated handshake. And it's a new song by Orphaned Land. And we've checked Orphaned Land a couple of times before. They collaborated with Noah from Stardust, who is awesome. Check out Noah. Do it now. And then we decided to check out some more. Are you ready? No.
I think what is going to happen in the future is the dictators will find, as the old saying goes, that you can do everything with bayonets except sit on them. That if you want to preserve your power indefinitely, you have to get the consent of the ruled. And this they will do, partly by drugs, as I foresaw in Brave New World, partly by these new techniques of propaganda.
Wow! Are they looking at us? I think so.
From endless lights, I come back to thee. To untie these chains, I'll take you with me.
subconscious and his deeper emotions, and his physiology even. And so making him actually love his slavery.
Oh my fucking god. Wow. This challenged a lot of thought. That was heavy, man. It's like the kind of topic I'm afraid to talk about because it's so difficult to get your ideas right on it. Yeah. So the first thing I'm thinking is looking at the lyrics, you can't tell whether it comes from the perspective of someone who wants to rescue you from the tyrant or from the deceiving tyrant themselves. Yes. That's the first thing. Yes. And I almost think that's deliberate. Mm-hmm. And something I've been getting the feeling when looking at information and misinformation, when looking at politics, when trying to figure out which figures are the right one to pursue and things like that, is that you don't know who to trust these days. No. So, but whoever you end up trusting is who you consent to. Mm-hmm. And I think a more differentiated way of looking like that is it's not so much as who to trust, mm-hmm. but what parts of which people to trust. Because you could trust a person, but at some point they'll still be wrong about something. Yeah. So you can't take anyone's word for the law. Like, that's just off the table from the get-go. And then to the degree to which you're gonna trust some country leader or some political movement or some new idea that's circling the mainstream or whatever, you have to do it differentiated. Some things about it will land well, some things about it will be shaky. Yeah. So, yeah. The song was really cool. Yeah. They started with a speech about dictators and stuff. Mm-hmm. They ended with that speech, so it was all ingrained in this apocalyptic. Mm-hmm. It was all within this apocalyptic context. And when it starts, you have a bit of a marching feel. Yeah. And you have those shots of marching soldiers. And then the oriental and playful part sort of seeps into that. Mm-hmm. And it becomes more melodic, more inviting, more pleasant, and all those things. And then it degenerates back to more towards the marching thing on the speech at the end. Yeah. So it's like an imagery where the pleasant is intertwined with the tyrannical. Mm-hmm. And that flows very well with the message. Yeah. That came at the end where it says that the tyrants basically will appeal to your emotions and make you crave your slavery. Yes, exactly. That's the best way to manipulate someone, to not only to make them want the situation, but to make them think it was their idea. Yeah, and it's only so long before you realize that that's the situation addicts are in, so basically what you're gonna use is addiction. Yeah, and social media platforms are very fucking addictive for one. And everyone's there. Mm-hmm. So it's a very unsettling thing to think about. Yeah. Now, I don't want to make any statements on how to figure it out because I don't think I can. Yeah. But like, keep your eyes open and be careful. Yeah, keep your eyes open and be careful. And the other, I guess, somewhat philosophical idea I'm getting is that if you're to think about it that way, to some degree, we're slaves all the time. Yeah. Because just by our needs and limitations, we always compromise and give in to things. Yes. It's just a matter of to what degree and how can you tell when that's orchestrated. Yeah, yeah. And that's a lot more complicated. Yeah. Music? Well, that's what I wanted to say about the music is how well it expresses all this. It expresses all this. Yeah. But to the actual specifics of the music, what I liked about Orphaned Land before and also like here is how they have themes. Not necessarily hooks, more like themes. Yeah. I feel like that's a better fitting word. Yeah. Because they are memorable in the way hooks are, and you can sing along to them, but like hook is like a word that you would use for something more poppy or easier. Yeah. They just feel like themes in Orphaned Land's music where you have like some recurring elements that always appeal to you and you'll remember. Yeah, that's the thing. A hook is more something that stays in your head. A theme is more something that you recognize easily. Yes. But it's not necessarily something that you'll then just be humming 24/7 for the next week. Yes. Like a brain drilling pop song. Yes. So, maybe some hooks are also a form of slavery. Oh yeah, definitely. When the song in your head starts getting annoying. Yeah. I get that now and then. Yeah. But I also wanted to point specifically to the keyboards. Mm-hmm. I feel like short of sounding a lot more Middle Eastern, the way the keyboards are written and integrated in the music is very similar to the way Amorphis do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm right, right?
Yes.
Tell me that I'm right. Yeah, I hear that. But the other thing I would say is, I don't know. I think it had choral effects as well. I don't know if the Hellscore Choir is on this, but I know it was on Amorphis. Yeah. And I know it was on the previous Orphaned Land album, so there's a similarity in the orchestral element right there, because choirs and orchestrations kind of mix in on metal albums. Yes. So if you have the same choir between two bands, then some of that element will sound familiar. The Hellscore Choir is badass. Check them out. Check them out. Wow. Are we done here? No. So if you enjoyed this reaction, we'd greatly appreciate the likes and shares. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells. Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon. Corpse is out.